So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. first down. The run with Lynch. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Carr to throw on second down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Carr gives to Marshawn. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Freeman. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback, Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, and about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus,
for a loss of about 10. Now Carr throwing on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much. Success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the gun, it's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Past the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 74 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshon Lattimore on defense.
Connects with Sanu right side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to...
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On play action. Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Ryan. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Out to his left. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And that one results in 35 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So now 1st and 15. Now Carr. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing again, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
Girl, tell that I'm the bank and I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. Smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it. They gon' call the feds. I just bought it. Cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, if she gon' call her friends.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Mitchell Trubisky's Bears.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago! So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On third down, Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think of Tevin Coleman as a really good combo back. He can run it, but in terms of being a third down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league.
So good at leaking out of the backfield. Ryan finding him there for the Falcons first. And the offense lining up first and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A good pickup there, a 22.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now Ryan on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's Ryan. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw on third down. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He went all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. This is Howard on second down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. For Jordan Howard, Charles, last year in 2017, not quite as good as the great rookie year he had in 2016.
And a big part of that, very simply, there weren't any playmakers around him to keep defenses back and keep things stretched. He was running into 8- and 9-man boxes on almost every carry. So I thought he had a tremendous year. Number 6 in the league in rushing after being number 2 a season before.
And a gain there of 11 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the number 2 rookie rusher. Heck, the number 2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once, there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 38 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. A very solid gain of 27.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. And who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. To throw again, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on him for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Again, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Chicago's offense getting set to take over, and it's a crew, not only offensively but defensively, obviously, collectively. The 4 straight last-place finishes. That's what they're facing as they enter 2018. Now, if there's a silver lining, I guess, they did go from 3 wins to 5 wins last year.
Are you really exciting the fans on that one, aren't you?
I was reaching.
Look, they finished number 10 on defense in the league, which was really somewhat remarkable because they had a number of injuries on all 3 levels, and somehow they fashioned that together. But Mitchell Trubisky, their rookie quarterback, who played well in spurts, they've got to surround him with talent, and a number 1 receiver would be a great place to begin. Because right now, the guys playing the perimeter.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose, and the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, 37 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right around the 26. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now Trubisky on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got his tight end Miller. Touchdown Bears. Zach Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk any. They'll bring the football out to the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ryan, and that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down. Ryan will throw again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Third and long. It's Ryan. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 78 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though...
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Pernell McPhee in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked off by Robert Alford. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
So they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go now.
The catch made by Miller. 7 yards there on the pickup. And the Bears are going to get a first. A gutsy decision there going for it on fourth. But they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Again, it's Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need, to make your little mind at ease, there's a little sunshine in the summer breeze, yes, right, baby, if you feel the same, let me know, feel the same, and let me know, yes, I do. What you got to lose?
You done made it to see a whole nother summer and it feel good. Stop now, top down through the neighborhood. Let the wind blow, open up the window. That girl is poison like Belleville the Bow. We have a barbecue to do at 5. Swimming pool party in the back on the low. And the plates of food will be laid out for free. Little kids, get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk. Go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, Common Clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you, what you need, to make your little mind at ease, there's a little sunshine in the summer breeze, yes, right, baby, if you feel the same, let me know, feel the same, and let me know, yes, I do, what you got to lose?
Shined up my white walls, night falls. I'm feeling
so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrifice. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. What you telling me? I sense the jealousy, I got telepathy, I got the recipe, I got the streets and I don't got no feeling. My business ahead of me. Mama said it's gonna be whatever you let it be. It's some homies I grew up with that's dead to me. It's some that I just met it dead to me. What's in common is they both they respect me. I did my way from Friday to Friday. My girl is a mix of Aaliyah and Sade. I came a long way from that Marvin and I pull out the driveway like I'm in a and if my she know I'm leaving. No text, no call, but I'm no key code, no time to change clothes, same clothes. Love if you living by the same code, G code, leave. Back to my destiny. Penthouse, bird's eye view, that's a nest for me. I got myself out of debt, so when you see me, know you somebody I never need. Sacrifices. So many sacrifices. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrifice. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life. Look, I cut the drama. I'm my enemy. Never on the enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time. I done sacrificed my own mind. I done sacrificed the club life. I done sacrificed my love life. I done sacrificed the love life. Down the shot and then no door life. Drop my top to get my mind right. Pull up in the Rari loud pipe. Yeah, Gucci Python. She play with her. I bought that new charm. Pop on, I told her come see. Come on, come see. The devil had into my soul. My mama had beat it. The devil my mama had told me you better be somebody. Put my seats massaging. Watch how I leave the plastic. I made it on deposit. Paid all these dudes with the gang. Sacrifice your strides for the stain. Heard you sacrifice your life for the change. She sacrificed that money for white. Got 3 rings. That's right. Just happy. Take her to the mall and buy something. Just don't want to make your friends come. Make away with the time. We all came from sacrifice. Sacrifices. So many sacrifices. I done gave up so much free time, knowing time ain't free. I sacrificed. My girl showed me love, she know I make sacrifices. And if it's real love, then you make sacrifices. To get ahead, man, you gotta make sacrifices. That's how hungry my appetite is. Yeah. I know my great auntie was a slave. I could only imagine all the sacrifice she made. I could only imagine all that she had to take. I'ma make sure all the she gave wasn't in vain. All that sacrifice for your entertainment, boy, Mr. Anderson in the Matrix. Check the last name, it's all facts. In the human race, it's all about pace. Look at all the ones I passed. The one at the end like I count backwards. Never satisfied, you just classified till the afterlife. Make a sacrifice now.
Here we go. Ladies.
Think what I'm saying, I'm going hard. Yeah. I pop in your memory, You should be glad I'm showing you sympathy, I gave you real love out the gutter, Ever let you go, you gon' suffer from it. I go through it. I gotta accept that I pull up in several different options, that I but most of them. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. What? Gotta be on the thinker. I say, what? I can't feel my toes, but they gon' fold up. I was in the double law when I rolled. Yeah.
I feel like I should be giving up. You can't leave it, it's too much. But I'm tired of you, me on. And I don't like where this is going. And I've been stuck in all your apologies. Gave my all, but you wanted more from me. Keep your love, it doesn't feel the same. I hope it hurts you when you hear my name.
Rather you than me. If you've been with me from Port of Miami, it's been a journey. Ain't nothing changed. A little stronger, a little wiser. Maybe a little more. Blame it on America. I'm pulling off the line, I bought the cash. Whoa. Her future bright, don't give nobody bad. Whoa. Be looking good inside the whoa. But I noticed that she missing all the edges. Whoa. I run the game just by running with the whoa. Poor attitude, they got rich calisthenics. Whoa. Walking in the courtroom, sipping on the beverage. Whoa. I know the judge, so I got a lot of leverage. This a fetish. Fully loaded on the 7. Your dog did a damn, you never wrote a letter. Whoa. Still in the box, got a rapping acapella. Whoa. Kim Treasure, people with the weather. Whoa. I got it, boy, don't make me be the devil. Whoa. He knocking on the door and know the password. Gave me his blessings while I'm hotter than the last verse.
Dear president, dear president, dear president, dear.
Let's go, all my little militant. Let's go, innocent.
Dear president, dear president, dear president, dear president.
Feds. Let's go, innocent.
I got that like Tommy Lee. I make money. On my third passport, and I got at the airport. I got bowling green dollars on my dollars. Busting down 100 in the bathtub. Get some house shoes. I got money. I got war wounds. Get the cushion on that. Ain't no dance moves. I was busted on the stoop.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Smith's Chiefs going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30 with the Kansas City Chiefs. So the D-line's going to spread out.
There we go now. Green, 39.
Bortles now on first down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 67 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long tough spot here.
Put it mildly, sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
He's got it. This is Ware. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You got to throw cold water on the man, just like that.
I said a spectacular season for Kareem Hunt.
Okay, let's accentuate the positive. A 3rd-round rookie out of Toledo led the league in rushing as a rookie. That is cause for celebration, not just in Kansas City, but across the league when you see these guys get their opportunities. And not only did he run it well, he caught it well, and he sparked Kansas City to a 5-0.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. Touchdown, Jaguars! Marquise Lee with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle segment.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
Smith on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Smith with a give to Hunt, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Smith. He'll leave this for Ware. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Now Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll run again with Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jaguars getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 1st down, Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st down, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll buy some time right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, 34 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Butker now to kick this one away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. A final shot before half for Bortles. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Smith. Dumps that off to Ware. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. This is Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Smith finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
The offense on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 41-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They run with Hunt, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game. And no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Muscles him off. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that often like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Throwing now, Smith. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes. The scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. On EA Sports. For more, find us on